Things dying.
Yeah, are you guys feeling better, by the way? It's been like 2 weeks. It's been at least 2 weeks for you.
Oh,
right now.
yeah. So I'm still coughing a little bit?
Week.
I realize it's because my tuberculosis flared up again. Every once in a while when I get sick, it'll flare up again, and I'll just have these dry coughs for like a month.
I am a bad friend and roommate. I did not know you had tuberculosis.
Wait, you did?
Have you talked about it before?
I swear I have.
No, it was me. Remember, I was like, "Wait, you have tuberculosis?"
And he thought I was joking when I told him.
Because it's such an old disease.
I know I didn't tell him on the podcast.
Because nobody really gets it anymore. It's so rare for people to get it these days.
Is it like mild pneumonia or something?
No, I just like
it's in your lungs, right?
Yeah, it's in your lungs.
Thane might have it too.
Or at least people don't die.
Maybe I gave him it.
Were you guys kissing for too long?
We were kissing a little bit.
I don't think I've spoken this much in a while.
It's contagious, but what I have isn't. If that makes any sense. So I gotta talk in between his coughs. So you can get it from other people, and I don't know how like people get it to begin with.
So, I'm just gonna read it really quick.
I think I'm gonna vomit.
A potentially serious infectious bacterial disease that mainly affects the lungs. The bacteria that causes TB are spread when an infected person coughs or sneezes. Fewer than 200,000 U.S. cases per year. Preventable by vaccine, treatable by medical professionals, spreads by airborne droplets, requires a medical diagnosis. That doesn't really help what it does. I guess I can just read some symptoms.
Did you get it while you were outside of the country?
No.
So these are some symptoms. It says usually cough, weight loss, night sweats, and a fever.
Oh, I'd be down for some weight loss from this. But no, the only thing that really gets me is just the cough. Yeah, it's a pretty rare diagnosis. And I was told that I am not contagious. Like, I can't give it to other people.
Well, it says it can. I don't know if your case can be cured or not, but it says most TB can be cured with antibiotics that will usually need to be taken for up to 6 months.
And I took those.
So maybe that's why it's dormant until otherwise.
Then you should get some water, maybe.
Yeah, I should. Hold on.
Go take some cough drops.
I don't think we got cough
Cover your
drops.
mouth. You should wash your hands, too. Are you good?
His coughs are bad. I heard him cough like all these last 3 days.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah. What was I saying? Oh. Yeah, so I took those things. And I was told that it is incurable. So I don't know what you were reading. I was told that you can make it dormant, essentially, with those pills, and then it'll just come back occasionally.
Yeah, it was just something on Google. I mean, I'd have to do more research.
I'm pretty sure once you have it for life, and that's just how it works. You just got to deal with it every once in a while.
Then maybe it meant the symptoms can be curable, or at least like subside the symptoms enough to where it doesn't affect you.
Oh yeah. Like very rarely does it ever flare up again. Like it must have had a flare up one other time while I was living here, because I don't know why else I would have told Thane about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember the last time. I remember at least the most memorable last time was within 4 years ago, like when I was still in Boise. Like, it's been a very long time since I remember it being like this, where it's just like all of a sudden I got to do like a dry cough.
So is this been the first time since you've been living here?
I think so, unless there was another time that I told Thane about it then, because I honestly can't remember.
I don't know. This is the first time I've heard about it.
And like, it generally doesn't it's not that big of a pain, in my opinion. It's just annoying. It's really just annoying. It sucks, but I mean, it is what it is.
Whenever I get a cough, or at least I used to, like, it hasn't happened in a very long time, but growing up, like junior high school, if I ever get a cough, it was like, it lasted so long that I'd have a cough, like weeks. It's like, dang, dude. And coughs are the worst, because after you cough enough, like, it tears up your throat, and it hurts. It's painful.
Well, for me anyway, when I have this, it doesn't hurt.
It doesn't?
Mm-mm.
That's good.
It's like, it's weird. It's like the cough comes from the lungs almost, and so it doesn't like do it in my throat. I don't know how to describe it, but it doesn't really hurt either. It's such a simple light cough, and it's very dry, and so there's not like mucus involved at all, so there's not a lot of like movement going on. It's just air essentially. So I think that's part of why it is the way it is. I don't know everything about it. I just know that they told me I had it one day, and I was like, "Oh yikes!"
So you were diagnosed by a
Yo,
doctor.
yeah. I took like they had me to take like a TB test or something to go on a vacation once or something like that. I don't remember. Like we were going somewhere and we like out of the country or something. I don't remember exactly, but I did the test, and then like they give you the shot, the little tiny bit of it, to test if you have it or whatever. Be careful with that around there. And it's just like you test for any kind of virus back like with like the needle kind of test. I don't know what that's called. It's just testing. There's got to be a word for it, right?
Getting tested for something?
Just tested for a virus. I don't know.
Allergy test.
You can. Oh yeah, you can put that there. There. Works
Yeah, an allergy test maybe.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. They did that, and when they do it in your arm, it's supposed to like when you get a shot. Obviously, it kind of like bruises a little bit, and it'll go away after a while. But if you have the disease, it'll stay. It'll be bruised for a much longer time, and like it'll start to swell a little bit. And like I got back to my doctor, and he's like, "Oh, I've never seen this ever in my life."
Yikes!
And I was just like, "Oh shoot,
fix me, doc."
And he's just like, "There's not really anything we can really do. Like, we'll just send you to this clinic in the town over, and they can give you some medicine," which I'm assuming is those things that you read about on Google.
Yeah, the antibiotics.
Because they told me to take those essentially until they were gone, which lasted probably 6 months if I had to guess. It was just a huge tub of them, and I took them. I think it was once a day. I took them.
Dang.
Yeah. So it's annoying. It comes up occasionally. Specifically, if I get sick, that's kind of what causes it.
Mm-hmm.
But it has to be like a bad sickness, I guess, because other times I've gotten sick, it doesn't come back, but this time it did, obviously. Very annoying, but it is what it is. I wasn't able to stay away from people that are sick,
Yeah.
It wasn't something I knew that I would get it from people that I'm around. It was just, I don't know, it just happens.
So no one else in your family has it?
Mm-mm.
That's good. So then it's not hereditary, probably.
No, yeah. And the people I was around, like I asked them, they don't have it either, so.
That's good.
I guess I was just the only one. Sucks, but it is what it is.
Thane, you got any diseases that I don't know about that you have?
Just a disease known as
virginity.
Yeah.
You were gonna shoot. What were you gonna say?
But you know about it.
You had your hands ready at the gun.
You knew about it though. You're the one who brought it up.
His disease?
Yeah, you said you have anything I don't know about, and then you said, "What about this? You got this?"
You never know. Thane's kind of a wild card. We don't know what he does at Wendy's.
I don't have any known diseases.